Hey guys, it's the same day, July 1st. So you did see the breakfast that I had in the last weight loss journey video. And I kind of wanted to show you this weird thing that I do when I make my food because I'm just a strange person. And I guess you could say that I adapt well to anything. And so if I'm lacking something in the refrigerator, I'll eat something else. I'll just make something completely different. Sorry, here's that hair again. And so because of that, yesterday I made a really strange recipe. And normally people probably would or would not like it. Who really knows? But I thought it was fantastically delicious, and I'll show you some of it. Here's the kind of up close of it. It kind of looks crazy, I know, and because it's very insane in the membrane, like insane in the membrane, insane in the membrane. It's got all kinds of mixed up crap because I basically just raid my fridge and raid my cupboards and go from there and throw everything in a big pot. And I think before I put it in, I don't just throw random ketchup and vinaigrette and cupcakes and watermelon. I don't do those things. The most important thing you need to know is you need to taste what you put in whatever you're putting in. And I learned this from a very amazing K-drama called Oh My Ghostest. I know you guys know this one, and if some of you don't, I highly recommend it. That was the first K-drama I ever watched, and I thought it was the best in the whole freaking world. And there was Chef, which is one of the main characters, and he was teaching the other character in the movie how to become a good chef. And basically what you do is you go into your fridge or your cupboards or whatever you have, and you pull out the seasonings. You pull out anything that you think is going to go in your food, and you taste each one individually. Yes, that may seem a little strange, but think about it. You have to know what's going in there. You have to remember the taste of it without having to eat it all the time. So I have white pepper. I had never eaten white pepper in my life, and I was so curious about it. So I tasted some white pepper. I tasted olive oil. I tasted the base of everything because I need to know if it's going to taste good in the food. So this delicious baggie, which I'm going to go put away before it goes bad, I'll put the recipe below in the description again. And basically it's got all kinds of good stuff in it. It's moderately healthy, I'd say. It's got fish fillets, leftover turkey sausage, and I like to make my own turkey sausage by using onion, garlic, cumin, and these are powders, by the way. You just put all that together with some pepper, a little bit of paprika, and it tastes really, really familiar to just regular sausage. But I don't eat pork, so I opt out, definitely not getting the pork, and I make my own with turkey. So that day I had turkey, egg, and cheese, and I mixed all that with sausage. And then I added some mushrooms with it too, and I cooked it all together, and I still had leftovers, and I was like, I don't want to throw this away. I don't want it to go bad, so I just threw it in the pot with something else. I also added beef powder, like the bouillon style, onion powder, cayenne, green onion, and white pepper. And the main ingredient, because I had so much of it, was some squash, because I don't know how to eat squash other than frying it. So I was like, well, I don't want it to go bad, and I had 4 in there, 4 big squash guys, and I just chopped them all up, threw them in the pot. I stirred it all around, and then at the very end I was like, there's still something missing. So I added a fish fillet and some canned salmon. I'll show you the canned salmon. This one my sister gave me. I thought it was delicious, freaking-ricious. It's the Deming's Red Sockeye Wild Alaskan Salmon. It's literally the entire salmon, pretty much. It's just a big old glob of him. And they leave the bones in here, but because of the way that they cook it, it's just, you can eat the bone too, and it's not gonna So that is what I made, and I put it between 2 slices of delicious rye bread. It was the best. And then for dessert, I ate the other half of that ice cream sandwich in the previous video I was talking about, because I didn't eat it in the morning because I just didn't have time. I had to bike all the way to work. So And then when I was at work, I worked for 4 hours, and in the meantime, I was really, really hungry, so I snacked on a Cliff Bar, which is just a type of granola bar over here in the States. It's got the oats, and that one in particular was chocolate chip. I like that one, the chocolate brownie one, and the blueberry crisp. Those are so good. So it's it's okay to have what you want, but just remember, in moderation. So another thing I'd like to talk about is exercising. Like, you have to have some sort of exercise, because even if you eat all this stuff and you lay around, you're not going to see any results. And when I started biking to work all the time, I realized that this was it. This is my exercise, because I'm not going to come home from work and do it and feel lazy, and then it was just too much for me. So I kind of, like, I hate biking, especially in the morning, like when I have to bike, but like, it's really healthy, and at the end of the day, you feel good about it. Like, you feel accomplished that you did it. So I'm not entirely mad that I have to bike, because if I didn't, then I would just be sitting on my butt here all the time, and nobody wants that. Nobody wants to see me all fat at 170 again. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was very long, and I will hopefully cut some of it, because I don't want to edit that much. So this is part 3. There will be about 6 parts, perhaps more if I decide. And yes, maybe I'll make a dinner one too, because I'm gonna make something delicious. Except my boyfriend didn't like it last time, because he's of Chinese descent, and this is Chinese barbecue, and he doesn't believe that China makes barbecue, and this is not going the way that I planned. Babe, I love you, and I like your choices of food, but right now we're just gonna, yeah, I'm just gonna have to make that again. But you're not here, so you don't need any of this. Okay, I'm gonna go before I look like a complete moron. Oh wait, I am.